Hey guys, I am Landon, and today we will be talking about some of the worst snake misconceptions, absolute lies. So, for an introduction, there are over 2,000 species of snakes that live worldwide in every continent except for Antarctica, and they even live in the Indian and Pacific Ocean. So, there's so many lies about them because people will just look at snakes or hear things the media and their parents will say, and they'll be like, oh, yeah, this and that. They're slimy, and they're all going to chase you and bite you. Today, we're going to go over that stuff and debunk that. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get to it. First of all, we got this very common lie saying that snakes are slimy. They are actually not slimy. There are only a few species that are actually capable of producing slime, but most snakes are not slimy. The people that say that have never ever touched a snake. Snakes, they rather feel like the texture of them feels rather similar to a basketball. So whoever's saying snakes are slimy, go touch a snake, depending on its species. Part of that I was joking, and part of it I was not joking at the same time. If you see my other videos, you see what happens when you pick up a snake that doesn't like you.
Ooh. Oh, ouch.
Look what it did to my hand. Gosh.
So I mostly recommend just leave it be. So the second myth here, it's probably one of the worst ones if you ask me. They're all so bad. I don't even know if I can decide. But snakes do not have bones. So snakes are reptiles, and reptiles are vertebrates. So in conclusion, snakes actually have skeletons. They have approximately a total of 600 to 1,200 bones throughout their bodies. This number might differ within different species, but snakes are not boneless little worms. All snakes are dangerous. That's not the case. Most snakes do not contain medically significant venom. Then there is this one here where people will say only venomous snakes have teeth. It's literally the non venomous snakes that depend on teeth more than venomous snakes would because they have venom that kills their prey. And only one or few species of snakes do not have teeth because they live on a diet based of eggs. And I've been bit by multiple species of non venomous snakes. And how did they draw blood? Oh, yeah, because they're toothy. They have razor sharp curved teeth. It does not feel good. Then there is this lie here where people will say that snakes will chase you and bite you. They don't want anything to do with humans. I mean, sometimes they will come toward a person out of curiosity to investigate a person, but they don't want to bite people. They will bite people when they are cornered. So, yes, snakes, when they're guarding their nests or they are cornered, they will strike and lunge forward in order to get a bite on an enemy. So it sounds like those lots of those stories get over exaggerated. I've especially been told that cottonmouths and copperheads will just follow you and bite you. That's not the case. And as I said before, just let the snakes be and they will let you be. Next up, there's people that will say that snakes do not defecate. So that is actually very false. Snakes have a digestive system pretty much right in front of their tail, and they excrete feces that are very similar to that of birds, actually. There is this myth where people say that a snake will just like slither next to its prey item in order to size it up. So there's apparently some sort of fake story where a woman owned a python or some kind of boa and she let it out of its cage after it hasn't eaten in a while. and apparently the snake slithered into her bed and is just sitting next to her, like straightening itself out. So she told her vet about that, and the vet is like, yeah, get rid of this snake. It is sizing you up and preparing to swallow you up. So that's not true. And why would a snake do that also? I mean, that's literally how you blow your cover. Snakes are ambush predators. And if a prey item, say like an impala, just sees a Central African rock python doing that, the impala is going to run for its life. Like, the prey doesn't bow down to their predators. There's a very common myth saying that snakes will dislocate their jaw. So they have very flexible jaws because they do not have a chin. Their lower jaws are actually connected, the right side and the left side are connected by a stretchy ligament, which allows it to widen and stretch its mouth when swallowing prey that's bigger than the snake's head. Last of all, here is one of the worst things you could ever hear a human say. The only snake is a dead snake, which this absolutely makes me just jiggle with rage. So, without snakes, your house would be infested with rats, and all the farmers would be losing their crops to rats, and the agricultural industry, it would not be a thing. So, you might want to thank the snakes for not having your house infested with rats and no destructive insects in your garden eating your flowers and stuff. So, to anyone who believed in that stuff in the beginning, I hope this changed what you think and what you know, more importantly. And I hope y'all had fun hearing me debunk these myths. Y'all might not have even had fun even hearing the sound of these myths. But yeah, if you want to see me do stuff like this in the future, also be sure to support my channel and talk to me if you have any questions or if you have any ideas. I would like to hear those ideas. So yeah, have a nice day.